Hello Transurfers and the Transurfing Curious. I am Renee Garcia and this is TransurfingTV, the only official YouTube channel for Reality Transurfing that is endorsed by Vadim Zeland himself, the author and creator of Reality Transurfing. So today we have the equilibrium. I love this one. This is about balance, and man, are we being challenged right now. In my opinion, everything that's been happening lately is all balancing forces. I think we all as a as a species, collectively, humanity created way too much excess potential, and balancing forces has come in, and boy is it a show. But I am absolutely loving it. It has been a wild ride if you are watching all of this from the transurfing perspective. It's pretty amazing. So I am going to get into the lesson, day 12, the equilibrium. I will give the statement, Vadim Zeland's interpretation, and then I will kick in my 2 cents. Day 12, the equilibrium. Statement. When you are in harmonious balance with the outside world, your life flows gently and pleasantly. You reach your goals without much effort. But if you build a wall of excess potential, life becomes a struggle with the balancing forces. When confronted to a problematic situation, try to determine where you put too much of something, what you are stuck in, and to what you attribute excessive importance to. Define your importance and then quit. The wall will collapse, the obstacles will disappear, and the problem will be solved. Do not try to overcome the obstacle. Decrease their importance instead. God, I love that. Interpretation. Everything in the world seeks balance. When there is excessive energy potential, balancing forces appear, directed to its removal. When you attribute excessive importance to something, you get a result exactly opposite to your intent. For example, when you are unhappy with yourself, you are in conflict with your soul, and balancing forces make you struggle with your flaws and try to hide them. Thus, they become more obvious if you are unhappy with the world. You will enter into a confrontation with many pendulums. The effect of the balancing forces will be directed to pull your reins and to tuck you away to some distant place. When you lower the importance, do not overdo it. Reducing the external significance has nothing to do with ignoring and underestimation. You should have a simpler attitude towards life. Do not ignore it, but do not decorate it too. Take the world as it is. Reduction of internal importance has nothing to do with humility and humiliation. Do not exalt and do not humiliate your merits and your shortcomings. Always allow yourself the luxury of being you. So, holy smokes, I just actually had a very sort of profound, I've been thinking about this in the last few days, but it just kind of hit me reading this lesson just now. What if so our world has become increasingly competitive, right? Like people are all fighting for the same stuff. They want the same jobs, and everybody wants to live in the nice neighborhoods, and everybody, for the most part, more or less, is competing for the same things. Vadim talks about this a lot in the book. But what if this is actually, like Vadim just said in the book, in the lesson here, when confronted to a problematic situation, Try to determine where you put too much of something. When you are stuck in and to what you attribute excessive importance, okay? And then it says when you attribute excessive importance to something, you get a result exactly opposite to your intent. So what if all this competitive nature that we have collectively as a society just got balanced via equilibrium or balancing forces, come in and just level the playing field, right? We got all you people trying to compete and prices just getting higher and higher on real estate, and people wanting these, I know in San Francisco, a job will go up for, a job will post for a job at Google, and like thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of applicants go and try to get the job. So I think we have built excess potential around our finances, around our professional trajectory, around survival. And we are actively getting exactly what we do not want right now, which is nobody's getting the job, nobody's getting the money, the markets are crashing, nobody's going to be buying the house, nobody's going to be moving to the fancy neighborhood, nobody's going to be selling their house. So it's kind of like we really did things the wrong way, right? This is not a reward. I mean, obviously this is not a reward. Well, actually, you know what? It is a reward. We can all get back to the basics now. We can all become a little bit happier with some of the more meaningful aspects of life that aren't about survival, making money, being competitive, getting what your neighbor has, trying to get that nicer house, all this stuff. So this is the equilibrium, right? We were out of harmony with how nature wanted the energetic environment. Naturally, we got that off balance, and sure enough, coronavirus. So, and again, it's not even coronavirus. It is political and financial stuff all just kind of happening, but it's all, in my opinion, it is all balancing forces, giving us exactly what it was that we did not want. So what I am going to suggest today is, how can you take the world today for how it is? And I know things are uncomfortable for a lot of people. I mean, my businesses are all going to struggle. I'm stuck inside with my boyfriend who's trying to get a business off the ground as well. And there is so much negative we could focus on if we wanted to. But we can also take the world for what it is right now and choose to be happy with it, right? Reduction of internal importance. Reduction of internal, or let's say external importance, reduction of external importance, and reduction of internal importance. I've got to work, I've got to make money, I've got to, and I'm hearing a lot of people do this, and everybody's in the same boat. So we're all in the same boat. We've all got a lot of importance on ourselves and our environment. And now, how can we collectively and as individuals take the world as it is now and reap some of the gifts that these balancing forces have brought to us? It is time to reconcile. It is time to recalibrate. It is time to maybe switch tracks and build a new way of life. So please let me know your questions if you have any comments, and like this video if you do in fact like it. And if you missed any of the past lessons, they are all back behind this one. I think there were day 12, so there are 11 waiting for you if you're just joining us. And yeah, follow along for the full 78 days. Bye guys.